Yeah, I told you earlier. I did a video. I did an OtterBox iPhone 13 review. I told you there was more to it, and so I'm gonna do it. Oh no, it's a dangerous place we stand on. I gotta get down there. I gotta touch the ceiling. Oh, oh. We're about to talk about gasoline because it happened in the gas station. Ah, there, I made it. I remember in about somewhere between 2000 and 2002, I was on my motorcycle, maybe a Hyundai car, I don't know. It was the motorcycle. And they had a day, it was 99 cents a gallon in San Jose, California. And so you talk about all those damn libtards, but they had gas down to 99 cents a gallon, with probably 99.9 cents. 999 999 with a line over it. Which makes it $1 anyway. But I remember got gas for $1 a gallon at the gas station. And so much has been talked about gas. I mean, when I was living in Kalamazoo, working the graveyard shift, third shift, there was the one guy that used to like to say things all the time that he heard without putting any thought into it himself. And he said, yeah, it's going to be $5 a gallon coming this summer. And I was able to tell him, no, you're wrong. Because on the way into work, if you're going to work third shift at 11 at night, you're still wanting to listen to people talk. You don't want, some people do, not for me. I don't want to hear, you know, it's like, I'm just waking up. And so I would have NPR on the radio when I would go in, and they talked about OPEC, and they spoke about how this might have been 2012, 2013, I'm not sure. And how gas prices were going to slow down and just stabilize for 5 years. This while that Obama character was in there. 5 years, and then it's going to start screwing around again. And the thing is, I told him, I said, nah, you're fucking crazy. He's the same guy that once said, we're all working Sunday. And I said, you're full of shit. I said, I'll believe it when we see it. And then we had the meeting, and they said, Steve, you're working Sunday. And we went outside, and I said, see, I told you, we're not all working Sunday. Just you, motherfucker. One of these people that likes to say things that they heard somewhere, and it sounds okay, and it sounds right, and it might be right. But if you're not making the proper connections of how it works out with everything else, then right ain't might. Right is just a dumbass person puking shit up that they heard. In with the bad, out with the good. But so they've been talking about gas all these years. And you remember that poor guy, he came in saying how gas prices were going to lower and he was going to fucking drill, baby, drill. But the problem is we've already seen in this nation the highest drilling that's ever been done in the last administration. And so the damn CEOs don't want to do more drilling because it lowers their supply and demand, money making. Turns out that poor guy's the only one that wants to make the money. He doesn't care if anybody else does. And see, my cigarettes, I went to the cheapest place I've always gone to. This is a couple weeks ago. I didn't say anything about it because I've been waiting for the moment. Cheapest. This is Natural American Spirit. This is an American company. And from one day to the next, when I went to buy my cigarettes, it went from $12.01 up to $12.37 on price. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I guess since they got rid of the DOJ, the sin tax has to pay for the schools. But also, my Pepsi Blue Ribbon, it went up in price. Before the discount, it's going at $27.99 for a 30-pack in a place I saw that I normally go to. And I'm like, I'm not coming here anymore. I go to the cheaper one, but everyone, they've got the discounts. And they're making a cheap college beer that kids look at it that way, which is the only beer I really like if I'm sitting around the house. It tastes good. It's a good beer. The price has gone up. Why? I don't know, maybe Canada owns Pabst now. Who knows? Prices are going up. And I noticed, you know, gas prices sit around $2.84, $2.91, something like that. If they come up over $3 a gallon, it's doing something. But here, same way. I know someone right after the election said, well, you might as well put premium in it since the gas prices have gone down. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're as low as they're supposed to be. They didn't change because there was an election. Nothing changed with the election, yet people believed, well, since the gas prices are going down, where did you get that? Aren't you looking at the fucking sign? And it's actually gone up. Little bits going around, but it's not moving too much. And the reasoning I find behind that, beneath that, underlying that, is that that poor guy's screaming about drill, 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 baby, drill, and he's going to bring gas prices down. If they notice too much how much they're going up, then that's the one thing that his damn people in their big dumb trucks are going to want to complain about. And he doesn't want them complaining. He wants them loving. Why isn't the prices haven't gone up too much? Because we've been drill, baby, drilling as a nation. Because that poor guy knows that he has no way of making gas prices cheaper. So it's one of the few things that he hasn't touched that was working. He hasn't touched it, so it's maintained. At first, I thought that it was maybe the gas station owners wanted to just, eat a little bit of the fucking problem to make him look good because they're all fucking megalomaniacs. But no, I really think he just didn't touch what goes on with gas prices. He left that alone because it makes him look good. And immediately after the election, his megalomaniac followers believed that gas prices were cheaper. They hadn't changed at all. But today, I saw it go up to $3.39. I was surprised here in Michigan. It was in the $2 range for the last years, and it's up to $3.39. And down the road, it was $3.35. I want you to understand. That just because somebody's transparent with their lying doesn't make them better than the next guy. Get a receipt every time if you don't believe me. Let's watch how this thing goes. Because even though he hasn't touched anything with the gas because it worked for him, I'm pretty sure everything else that's happening is being displayed in the gas prices. Fucking megalomaniac in you. Now that the gas prices have gone down,